I welcome you all on this Moksh webinar on the USMLE examinations and pathway for PG medicine in US. So let's begin our discussion on the USMLE exams and the new pathway for PG medicine USA. There are certain, fundamentally very important changes which have come up in this entire journey. So while I will address to them, I will also talk in detail about the entire procedure of the USMLE exams and the match, everything. Any queries you have, in this entire, process. A quick introduction. I have been, associated with the process of helping students with their residency and fellowship program for now more than 10 years. So, I have seen the journey of a student, of a PG student, of a consultant, and of a senior physician in India for a transition and moving into a full-fledged career in America. So we'll be able to, in this entire session, give you this overview and perspective of the traditional route and what are the implications of the new changes. We will answer all the questions in this entire journey. So I welcome you once again on this Moksh USMLE webinar. Quick introduction, in terms of what we do at Moksh Academy. We give you end-to-end support. The path to US residency is long. So of course, there are challenges, there are queries regarding the step examinations, electives, how to get a LOR, how will I, get a research experience, how will I take care of interviews. So the entire hurdles of the USMLE process, that's what we are expertised in. And of course, prior to COVID, we used to do these similar sessions in person in medical colleges across India. Whether I should say it's a good part or a bad part, but yes, now post-COVID, when things are online, we are meeting more and more students. So and the best part is students from Shimla, from Kerala, from Agartala, or from Bombay can attend same webinar at the same time. So that gives us more flexibility and opportunity for students to understand the entire procedures. And of course, why our students are successful, because more than 10 country students, are studying on this digital platform for global medical students. What is this platform? We will discuss, as we move ahead in this session, where they are attending live lectures, have access to content of recorded content, they have access to QBank. So we'll be discussing that as well. A quick alert, our student Jay Shingala from BJ Medical College have received a high score recently. He scored a 244 on the USMLE Step 1. And yes, as we recommend at Moksh, start early. He has given this exam in his third year of med school. So that is what we are recommending. Start early as first year and try appearing these exams in your third year of med school. Now, very important announcements which happened in the last 2 months. The first announcement, was about the US Congress breaking 25 years old freeze record. They had stopped for last 25 years adding new residency positions. And this is one very important positive news which has come on December 23rd, that 1,000 new PG seats have been added for the next year's match, both in rural and urban areas of United States. So things are moving in the right direction for international medical graduates. And we will be talking much in detail about the upcoming changes and the implications, but this one thing I would say is a good start for you to understand that things are on a positive note, all right, since the time Biden administration has taken over in the United States. All right, now I get a lot of questions, why IMGs are so important for the American healthcare system. Why am I recommending US and why not any other country at this point of time? The reality is 62% are primary care physicians. The share of female IMGs is on the rise. So there is, much demand. I mean, gender is neutral in case of US. In fact, last year's match, we had more female IMGs getting matched over male IMGs in India at least. Okay, about 1 in 3 IMGs called Sweet Sunny South their practice home. So IMGs, matching work in Texas, Florida. Then the second best is Northeast region, which is your New York, New Jersey. Then comes your Midwest, and finally the West region. All right. 22.7% of licensed doctors in America are international medical graduates. Again, this is a big number. Are you aware? I don't know how many of you are aware, but Indian ratio, how many of you are aware how many Indian doctors are there in America out of this 22.7%? It's more than 27%. Okay, so it's a large number. Okay, so please understand this, the importance of us. Number of IMGs in practice has grown by nearly 28,000. 98% of IMGs speak two or more language, which is by the demand. And most recently, the AMA has released some very, very important data, which states that projected physician shortage already, according to them, was 1,39,000 physicians by 2033. However, COVID-19 pandemic has amplified the need, which is why we saw the first result on December 23rd, where they increased 1,000 residency position. So point is, yes, day by day, every country globally, including India, is realizing physician shortage and is trying to do something, in their own way. So United States is in the forefront of adding more and more residency positions in the coming years to come. All right, so that is one important thing for you to understand. Now I get usual question, where do these IMGs work? So 33% of IMGs work in a hospital setting, 31% in group practice, that is what we call as polyclinics, 20% work in solo or a two doctor setup, while the rest work in managed care, academic or unclassified settings, okay, like a pediatric care or a geriatric care or in universities. And finally, of course, 27% of IMGs are from India. That's one good thing to cheer. And followed by students from Philippines, Pakistan, Syria, Nigeria, China, Lebanon, UK, Germany, Russia, and Ukraine. Okay, so highest are the students from Indian medical schools in America. So that is something we should all be proud about. Why American healthcare system? Okay, this is very, very important. I am assuming all of you have come to attend this session, so all of you are already aware of the fact that you've heard about USMLE at one point of time in your career. Something very important for us, all of us, to understand that American PG degrees are free of cost. Moment you hear about US, everybody feels it is expensive. No, moment you want to understand what is expensive, try taking admission in Indian private medical college. That is expensive, super expensive, but not US residency programs. In fact, in United States, you get additional salary stipend of minimum 3,000 to 4,000 per month. Okay, you are on a work visa. So this is something which you need to understand. As a resident, it's an overall development. There is so much of nurturing done. There are standard ACGME guidelines for clinical comprehension. All right. So the best part is whether you take admission in a private college or a government college, doesn't matter. There is an all-rounded learning with a support staff, supervisor, program director, mentors, other residents. So as a professional, that United States post-graduation can be one of the best thing that can happen to you. All right. But of course, you need to work towards it. It's something which is a career decision, and which is why preparation is very important. All right. Now let's compare the medical PG process in India and in United States. India, the undergrad degree is termed as MBBS. In the United States, the degree is called as MD. The postgrad degree in India after MBBS is MD on the medicine side and MS on the surgical side. The super PG, after doing MD, is DM cardiology in case of India, and in US it is residency programs. All right. And in case of super specialization, on the surgical side, those are MCH, in terms of super specialization. The super specializations in India, which are DM and MCH, are called as fellowships in America. Okay. In the United States, both residency and fellowships are free of cost. You don't pay any tuition fee. All right. And more importantly, you need to understand, in case of India, there are multiple attempts for NEET. In case of USMLE, there is only one attempt if you pass and your scores are locked for 7 years. Of course, if you fail, there are 4 more attempts. But if you pass, only one attempt. All right. Match ratio for students. In India, when 10 students apply, 1 gets a PG seat. In US, the 2020 match ratio shows that if 2 students apply, 1 gets a PG seat. Choice of specialty. In India, everything is based on your NEET rank. In America, it is a choice before application. Your entire profile needs to be inclined to a particular specialization. You need to prove why you like a particular specialization, and only then you can apply to that PG specialization. Okay. Tuition fee, of course, in Indian government colleges 3 to 5 lakhs. Private is 1 to 3 CR. Salary stipend in India is around 50,000 per month. In US, it is 3 to 4 lakhs per month. All right. So just a basic comparison of both the countries. All right. One very important difference between the Indian and the American system, all of you need to understand, is that in the US, they are more keen to know which specialization you are passionate about. Please, this is something which you need to understand very properly. In India, they are focused on your entire CV profile. Okay, sorry, in the United States, they are focused on your entire CV profile. Okay, and they want you to apply to a specialization which you are passionate about. And how will you prove? By doing things in your CV to show that yes, I genuinely like this specialization. In India, it is completely based on your NEET PG score. Okay, my rank is so and so. You let me know in your med school what will I get. Okay, so basically whatever is available, you will pick it up. That's not how it works. One exam does not determine your entire career. Okay, it happens in India, but doesn't happen in United States. So this is one biggest change. But before I move forward, please understand that if you are applying for the United States residency, it is your entire profile in entirety which decides your career. In India, it's only one exam. Okay, it is currently NEET PG, and it's going to be replaced by the next examination. All right. So this is the biggest change which you need to understand, and your approach needs to change accordingly. You cannot utilize the fundamentals of writing and competing in Indian exams to the United States medical license exam. All right.